So there it is, finally outside the shop for the first time in almost a year and a half. So I thought I was gonna be slick and put it on my trailer to take it to the paint shop so I could spray it. And unfortunately, here's my trailer. Although it is a car hauler with utility sides on it, them big old wide fenders right there, if you'll look. Well, she's a big girl, she's wide, and those fenders will not clear those rails. So had to call a rollback. So waiting on him to get here, so we'll come back when we're getting loaded up. Off to the paint shop we go. Hopefully that hood and doors stay shut. Well, here we are. Made it to the booth successfully. No parts flew off, no damage. I don't think we even got any bugs on it. My homeboy Cole over there gonna help me out taping it up. Give me a hand today. So now we just got to get this thing all taped up, get ready to blow some clear on this dude.
All right, so here we go. Now, it's been 10 or 15 years since I've painted anything, and I didn't spray this brand of material or this flat clear like this even then. I don't even know if they had it back then. It was a little bit different than spraying normal clear, but it didn't take me just a few minutes to kind of get the hang of it though. It came out pretty good. I wouldn't normally spray one with the doors open and shoot the jams and everything all at one time like I did this one, but for this particular project and what I'm trying to do, it worked out just fine. Now you see here in a minute I've got a belt on with hoses and stuff coming off of it. Now what that is that mask that I'm wearing is a fresh air mask. So not only does it provide air to the gun, it has a separate compressor that provides air to the mask, so I don't have to breathe any paint material when I'm painting this thing. It keeps me with nice fresh clean air the whole time.
Well, here we are back at the house. It's been a couple days now. Everything is, of course, it was good and dry when I got it home, but you see what it looks like now, and I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am. It came out absolutely perfect. It's exactly like what I had envisioned in my head. I mean, it's got the flat look with the original paint. I didn't go crazy. I didn't feather anything out. I cleared over just whatever was there, and I don't know if you call it patina or rat rod look, whatever you want. I don't care. I think it looks fantastic. I'm super duper 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 happy. Get the inside of the doors done, the jams, everything. I mean, look at that. Cleared over the rust and all. Whatever, man. It looks awesome. So now I can finally get going with the rebuild. I have got so many parts here on the floor for this thing. So now we get started with the rebuild. This is gonna be fun. So as you can see, these are my new replacement cab lights. Now you'll notice that the lenses are taped up because when I got them out to install them, I hadn't opened them up, and I opened them up and you got like this light gray colored plastic on the bottom of it. And I kind of set them up there on the roof, and I don't know, it just didn't really look it just didn't really look right. So I taped up the lens on there, and I got them scuffed up real good. So I'm gonna hit them with a little adhesion promoter, and I'm gonna paint them jokers black. That way they'll maybe blend in a little better, look a little nicer, they won't stand out like a big sore thumb. Now, also, I've got to run over on the cab of the truck over here, and these don't take regular screws. They take little small fine thread screws. It's like an 8x32. You can see the rib nuts in place there. So I'm going to run over, and I've got new stainless screws for it. So I'm going to run over and run a tap through all of those. I think I got one that's got one broke off in it on that far side over there. So I'm going to have to dig that bad boy out. So I'm going to get to painting on this, and then while the paint dries, I'm going to work on digging out that one screw from over there. All right, so while the lights are drying, move on to the next stage of this whole deal here. We got all 5 of these little individual wiring harnesses here, and got the factory wiring harness out of the 2000 model. So essentially what I've got are my little 5 plug receptacles here that went into the original cab lights of the 2000. It's just a 2-wire plug, no different than this is. This is a brown and a black wire. This is a red and a black wire. So essentially what I've got are these male and female spade connectors. They push together, cover themselves up real nicely, so I don't have to tape them up or anything like that. So we just got to go over and clip them and splice it all together and make it all into one wiring harness. I will probably go over and I don't know if I'm going to cut these off yet or not. I'll probably, once I get it all made, I'll stick it up in there and kind of see, because I'm not sure how I'm going to have to loom it just yet. So I'll leave those on there until I figure out how it needs to be loomed. And then if I can, or if I need to, I'll cut them off. If not, I'll hang on to them. And we'll just, I don't know, we'll see where we're at from there. So I'm going to get to crimping here. I don't know, I got like 20 crimps that I got to make. So, yay. So, here's what we wind up with. So, ironically enough, where the wires for the headliner, or not the headliner, but the cab lights, they go all across here. You can see we got our wiring harness all fixed up. The lights are mounted all the way across. The wires are all loomed. Now, where the hole is in the A pillar to run it inside the A post on the 77 is on the driver's side. Well, see how that's run all the way across there and drops down on the other side of that air box? Guess what? On the 2000 model, where that plug plugs in the wiring harness is over there on that A post on the passenger side. So, as you can see, I extended the factory wiring harness and stretched her all the way over there. So, got that all done. It's all ready to plug in. We're all plugged in up there and ready to go. So I am super excited. If you remember before, we already did the interior light in the cab. So the next step now is to clean off the little chrome pieces that hold my headliner up there and get the headliner and cover that spot up there. I can't wait to show you that. Check this out. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Yep, your boy got diamond pleat. And you'll notice the stitching, I'm not sure how good that shows up in the video. The stitching is like a powdery blue, kind of matches the truck. So I am super stoked. Now I am going to flip it over on the other side. I'll show you here in just a minute, and I'm going to glue some magnets on that dude, and I'll tell you why. Hang on, let me get it flipped over. All right, so as you see on the flip side of this thing, there is nothing that holds it up. It takes like a little screw right here in the middle. I'm still really debating on whether or not I'm going to put that hole in my headliner, because I had to kind of re-weld and epoxy the brace across the center of the roof. So I'm not sure that hole's going to line up anymore. But I do have a whole bunch of magnets, and it's got these chrome strips that run around the outside of it, and they screw up to the roof panel, and they hold it up all the way around the exterior. So I've got these really strong magnets that I thought I could glue a couple of them here and here, a couple of them here and here, here and here, and as long as those magnets stick to the roof, that thing shouldn't droop at all. Should be really nice, and I don't think they'll tear loose from this board as long as I have enough of them holding on there. He said it's got some oil or something on there where I had it sitting on one of those wheels. Nonetheless, I'm gonna go get these magnets and see if they'll stick to the inside of this cab, and if so, we're gonna come back and glue some magnets down. All right, so what I did is I went over and I took some kind of crude measurements and spaced them out. So I'm going to put a magnet in each one of these 6 circles. And then I still haven't decided yet if I want to try to put that screw in or not. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm going to use this super quick glue that I just brought home from work, so I can use a little bit on here. Just going to put a little on here. This stuff sets up super fast. I got 6 magnets. We're going to glue 6 of them down and see what we get. So I got to squirt a little bit out here to get it started mixing here. This is the same stuff that I actually did the sides of the dash with. I have to go really quick with it, because it kicks off really fast and it'll harden up in my tip if I don't get going here. Oh crap. Yep, I just did that. Way to go, dummy. That one will be pushed down good, no doubt about it. Let's see if I can keep my tip going here. I think I just saved it. Yeah. So the plan is to be able to use these and hopefully not have to use the screw. Make sure I get this on my ping pong table here. I know I've got plenty of room. Oh yeah. These are all gonna stick down really nice. Locking up quick too. Hope this works. Now I'm gonna go wash the chrome trim that goes around it and dry that off while I wait on this stuff to finish up locking up. All right, so I got these guys. Maybe you can see all the little surface rust and just crud that's all over them. This is what holds the headliner up. I got these 4 pieces. They all look a little bit dingy in their own respect, but I got me a trusty Brillo pad right here. We're gonna do a little scrubbing, see what we can come up with here. See what we can get going. There it is. Those cleaned up super nice. I'm glad I didn't go buy new ones. They will be good enough. All right, so let me show you what we're working with here. All right, so you see our roof up there, and somewhere in the middle of all that, all around all the, the exterior areas, here's about 14 screw holes to hold up all those little chrome trim pieces. And then right there in the middle of that red one is a center screw. I was not going to use that screw. I was just going to use the magnets, but that headliner is kind of heavy with all that material on it, so I don't think that's going to work. So I am going to have to use the screw and the magnets. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to start a few screws in, like maybe across the back and try to hold it up, and then put the screw in the center, kind of hook it up under the trim, and then put the screw in the center, and hopefully that'll hold it up long enough so I can put the other trim pieces on. I don't think I can hold my phone and do that at the same time, so I'm gonna just kind of do it, and if I get to a good stopping point in the middle, I will come back and show you. If not, we'll come back and hopefully it's all done and I have not destroyed the headliner. Man, I wish y'all would look at that. That came out awesome. I got my one little screw in the middle there holding it up. My chrome trim looks fantastic. Going with the diamonds with the light blue stitching was definitely the way to go. I could not possibly be happier with how that turned out. Bought a brand new board for it. Took it to my upholstery guy. Had him cover it when he did the seat. He did a fantastic job. Yes, I know that bolt is not centered in the diamond. And yes, it drives my OCD crazy, but it's just something I'm going to have to deal with. But other than that, came out fantastic. I went and bought me some new screws to hold it up. I did not shoot any through the roof of the truck. I was pretty excited about that. On to the next thing. Ooh, I actually did. Look out here. Woo! Look at that joker right there. LED. So I couldn't find any factory ones to replace the ones I had. These were the closest that I could get. I made a new spacer to go underneath it right there. I just painted that joker black. They're not wired up yet because I haven't started the wiring for the headlights and stuff yet. Haven't got the grill in. But that's what she looks like from the front. I mean, I'm digging that. That'd be nice and bright. That and the headliner making way. So I think next, probably going to, I'm either going to do the carpet or start putting the glass in. I'm not sure just yet. So, I don't know. See what I come up with. Yeah, buddy. Finally got that dude sprayed. Finally getting to the fun part now. Start to put this thing back together and get some of these parts all out of the floor and all this crap, and get to put the interior in it and the seat and all that. Still a lot more good stuff to come. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Like 97% of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe. I don't understand that. Subscribe, click the little bell, and it'll let you know whenever I post one, so I don't have to come find you in a Facebook group somewhere or on a chat room or a forum or something. I put these videos out everywhere. So, as always, thanks so much for watching. Come back for the next one.